My adventure up Missouri Mountain began when I was camping at the Mount Elbert trailhead with Laura. I met Dan Hupp as he was hiking through. He had just completed the Colorado Trail and was in Leadville hanging out. We immediately sparked up a connection, discussing the local wilderness, and decided to team up the following Friday to climb the 14er Missouri Mountain. From Leadville, drive south on US 24 about 20 miles to the junction of Chaffee County 390. Swing a right on 390 and go a little over 7 miles. You'll see the Missouri Gulch trailhead on the left-hand side of the road. The northwest ridge route of Missouri Mountain is a little over 10 miles round trip with 4,500 vertical feet of gain. When you're living a life of outdoor adventure, you always meet some cool people out in the wilderness, and Dan is definitely one of them. We're camping one week, Laura and I. Next week, I'm on some rocky ledge with Dan, climbing a mountain. Such is life in colorful Colorado. There's Dan charging off towards Missouri, and the summit of Missouri is on the right side of the frame right there. Good water source even late into the year. Well, guys, here we are, and we're looking at the home stretch in this last steep section on Missouri Mountain lies ahead. And then Dan and I are going to get a summit of yet another 14er Weather's cooperating. It's been beautiful today. And we're making decent time up Missouri Mountain, a 14er in the Sawatch Range. Good times. Looking over at Mount Belford over there. Another 14er.
I'm just saying that there's no way with all the mountaintops and everything that there's no camera that can possibly do any of this justice. I mean, for what the naked eye can see versus a camera, there's just nothing in the world that can compare to your naked eye.
Totally agree, my friend. This is just spectacular. So Dan and I climbed up gruelingly to the summit ridge of the 14er Missouri Mountain. And the end is at hand. We just got to get up this final slope here, and we will be on top. Weather's looking promising, so we're about to make our summit push. We'll be up. Last time I was up on Missouri Mountain was September 11th, 2004, back when I completed the 14ers the first go-round. This was 14er reclimb number 21. It was really a pleasure to have our special guest, Dan, onto this week's episode of 14er Finisher. Hanging out and spending the day with an adventurer who had just completed the Colorado Trail was awesome. You bet he had some amazing stories to tell. We want to thank you for watching this week's episode of 14er Finisher. Questions and comments are welcomed, and we encourage you guys to subscribe so you could follow our weekly adventures. Happy trails!